Well, boys, I've just woken up and I've heard the good news. The good news. The new 64-bit servers are coming soon to the Lord of the Rings Online. Let's get right into it, boys. So, I'm here on the article from the Lotro website, A Return to Middle-earth, with some dripped out characters. Look at these guys. Holy shit. It says new 64-bit servers are coming soon. The Lord of the Rings Online is excited to announce 64-bit servers to make their debut on March 5th, 2025. So let's get into the details. Fellas. So 2 days before March 5th, the fated day, VIP subscribers will be able to log into the game world to access the character creation screen on their destination world and secure up to 3 names per 64-bit world of their choice. VIPs will be able to log into the game world to play or be able to transfer their existing characters, but they can create characters with their desired names and then later rename them rename their transferred character to their preferred name after deleting a placeholder. Next day, free transfers from 32-bit to 64-bit worlds will be available to all players. The new game worlds themselves will remain closed, but the transfer tool will be enabled to allow for transfers to these worlds. And then it opens on March 5th. Now, if you want to get back into if you like started the game, and want to get back into it, I think now is the perfect chance because because free transfers will continue through August 31st. Free transfers will between the 64-bit worlds will operate on a rotating weekly basis through April 30th. Interesting. That's interesting. And then a week later, we will begin offering free transfers from many previously closed game worlds to these new 64-bit servers. Ooh, wait, that's actually kind of baller. How I read this is like maybe, I don't know, maybe there are still characters on like the old servers that we can transfer. That could be really good. I really hope that is. We'll have to check out this FAQ below. What do I need to know? Yep, we got the 4 servers. This is not particularly new information. Glamdring is going to be like the main North American, with Peregrine being like the RP server, and then Orchestra Meriadoc for our European friends. You will transfer your characters to the game launcher after using your username and password. You will see a transfer button on the launcher. Yep, this makes sense. You cannot be logged into the character while attempting to do a transfer. Shared item transfers must remain available even if all characters have moved off of a world. What about names? If another character exists on your designation game world with the same name as your character's name will be appended with a 1. If a character 1 already exists, your name will be appended with a 2, 3. Yep, this makes sense. This is really cool. Oh my god. Temporary free transfers between worlds. Oh, that's what they're talking about. We will temporarily offer free transfers between the US 64-bit worlds and between the EU 64-bit worlds on a weekly rotating basis through April 30th. This will allow players who accidentally find themselves on the wrong world or who end up wanting to join a group on a different world the opportunity to transfer their characters to their final destination world. What do I need to... kinship stuff. Kinship stuff is pretty baller. You should not disband your kinship. Kinship leaders must abandon or sell their kinship houses before they can transfer. Leaders should sell their premium kinship houses in order to have 100% of the writ cost of the kinship house returned to them. Okay, that's pretty baller. That's pretty cool. More kinship stuff, more housing stuff. You guys can read this. This is I don't think like any of this stuff applies to me. Note about PvMP. Monster characters will be able to transfer for free, and player versus monster player gameplay will be enabled on these new worlds. So, not like Angmar and Mordor, where it's just completely disabled. FAQ, I think this one's interesting. Will the 32-bit game worlds be closing? We do not intend to close them. Eventually, we would like players to experience the game on our 64-bit game worlds. But as long as the populations of our 32-bit game worlds remain healthy, we intend to keep these worlds open. Are they legendary servers? No. Is PvMP? Yes. Ring Wraith battles and other aspects of the Veil of the Night are limited to the legendary servers. So these are just straight up regular ass worlds being put in the 64, like in this new 64-bit processing. Like it's I don't know. I mean, that is something good to clear up, but I'm just like, nah, this seems relatively straightforward. Will they be free? Yes. What is the transfer process? We just read this. We also just read this. Will I have to transfer characters one at a time? It's possible to select all. I think VIPs get like 12 characters or something. I believe I read that somewhere. I could be wrong on that. If we decide to end the Treebeard experience after that point in time, we will offer free transfers again. Okay. So you can transfer from Treebeard if you want, if you have a character on Treebeard. Oh. Okay. So I think this is what we're talking about. This is what this is what we were looking at before. Closed game world FAQ. So what are the closed game worlds people call dark worlds? The dark worlds are Lotro servers that were previously closed in 2015. Transfers from these worlds were available through 2018, at which time transfers became no longer available. So fun facts, I started playing on Rittermark. I'm curious. I just want to know if I have like any characters left on Rittermark that need to transfer over, because I believe I transferred them all. This is really good. If people if old heads come back and they're like, oh, I had my character on Imladris and he's gone. They can come back now and be like, oh, I can transfer my character from Firefoot or Anduin over to these new servers. Transfers from the first Dark World is currently scheduled for March 12th. These will be opened at a cadence of every 2 servers every other day until all Dark Worlds are open. The opening order is as follows. So Dwerodolf and Anduin are supposed to open at the same time. So they're gonna open 2 servers at a time, I think. Well, that's how it reads until August 31st. Well, this is really good. I'm glad that we have a set in stone date for when this great merge is supposed to happen, or these servers are supposed to come out, and we have a really clear timeline on when everything is supposed to be happening. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. If you couldn't already tell in my voice, I'm like, this is really sick. I'm really hoping that these 64-bit worlds will clear up some of the laggy spots in the game. Particularly, I'm looking at Rohan and Gondor, bro. Oh my god. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe for more Lotro news and gameplay in the future. We're on the road to 420 subscribers. You know, that one funny number. And yeah, that's about it from me. So I'll see you guys later.